I'm a peacemaker. I do the peace of God. I'm a peacemaker.
Africa, the world's second largest and most populous continent, has the youngest population aged between 15 and 24 and expected to double to 226 million by 2055, according to the United Nations Development Programme UNDP 2017 estimates. However, the youth in Africa still remain marginalized and exploited, worsening the existing situation of youth bulge. In an effort to address the situation, the Fellowship of Christian Councils and Churches in the Great Lakes and Horn of Africa, FECCLAHA, introduced a regional youth peace program to build the capacity of the youth. This has since been replicated across the region in over 9 countries, namely Burundi, Eastern DRC, Ethiopia, Kenya, Rwanda, Sudan, South Sudan, Tanzania, and Uganda.
We focus on youth because the youth have been used as perpetrators, but we also know that youth end up being victims in conflict situations. That is why we established the Regional Youth Peace Program.
In the program, FECCLAHA introduced the Youth Peace Club model, an approach used to mobilize and empower the youth with the hope of changing the perception that the youth in Africa are perpetrators of violence.
The main aim of the program was to empower youth to be peace ambassadors across the region and be change agents that are empowered and are able to advocate for changes that they want to see within their societies where they live.
Currently, a total of over 10,000 youths have been reached through more than 220 functional youth peace clubs or YPCs in churches, schools, and communities across the region. Additionally, through youth peace clubs, the youth have been engaged in peace and advocacy work around issues related to conflict resolution, mediation, proliferation of small arms and light weapons, gender-related violence, and advocacy on peaceful electoral process.
The Fellowship of Christian Councils and Churches in the Lake Region and Horn of Africa came into Mukuru in 2013. They introduced a training of trainers on peace building, conflict resolution, and also entrepreneurship.
Hii kazi ya kushona nimeanza hii mwaka, lakini naona kuna future. Mimi ni mtu mwenye ako na familia, niko na mzee. Mimi ni mzaki ni material mita 3. Hakuna haja ya kwenda Kigomba kununua nguo ama suit. Namwambia nataka design fulani ya material, quality, na mimi na make dress.
This was in line with supporting Build Peace in Mukuru, and FECCLAHA stepped in to support the youth with the capacity, on the knowledge and also advocacy skills to go back to the community and be trainers of trainers and also agents of peace.
Growing up in Mukuru is not a bed of roses. It's been so challenging, bearing in mind the level of poverty. Sometimes it can force someone to go into crime as a way of living.
A number of the youth as individuals and as groups recount their success stories which they owe to these peace clubs.
I've got recommendations from FECCLAHA to get my first visa, an opportunity to travel abroad and study mediation and peace building. Currently, I'm a certified trainer at the Center for Nonviolent Communication, something I wouldn't have done if I hadn't gotten the opportunity to connect and learn from the youth and get the best practices.
During the 2017 general elections in Kenya, James Musembi defied the odds and contested for the seat of the Member of County Assembly. Despite his unsuccessful run, he still remains a source of motivation to the others.
We have been having a lot of challenges, especially here in Mukuru slums. Because you know, in a setup, in a ghetto setup, there are a lot of challenges that the youths face. You are let alone, you have to survive, there's no anywhere you want to go to hustle. So kuna hizi ukorokora mingi za ngeta, crime, nini, kuna drug abuse. Lakini through this youth initiative tumeleta vijana pamoja and we have a very vibrant youth organization.
Our involvement with FECCLAHA does enable us to interact with these members of the public at a certain level. We are also working together with FECCLAHA to ensure that these boys are taught on how to get money through the right ways.
Mufia being a youth-led, youth-owned and youth-managed organization, we engage in a couple of activities, both income-generating activity and we have others which are just for public relations. For instance, as an organization we have rental houses, we have a sanitation block. So this has been hindering them to engage in criminal activities because we are trying to provide solution to the challenges which young men and women in this community are facing.
Iboli inaweza kusaidia, ndio imekuwa kitulipia shule. Iboli inaweza kutoa kwa noma mingi sana. Saa most of the time kugrau atuko mtamtaa ati idol. Unaweza pata ile kitu inaweza kuwa inafanyika mtai kupati huko grau.
I think what has touched my heart is the level of excitement that the youth have. When you go to various societies, you see the challenges that the youth, meet every single day. But then again, despite that, you see there's still that will and struggle, to be better people as compared to how they were earlier, before the program was actually rolled out. If we come together, then we are in a position to be able to influence a lot of changes that we want to see. For example, being able to hold leaders, to account, and also being able to influence some of the policies that are touching on governance.
Aya, kwenye simu hapa naona rafa zinazidi kuingia, anasema kwamba mambo vipi or this or that mtoto mama.
Ruben FM is very instrumental in the community, and being the only community radio station in Mukuru, we had a very big role of ensuring that there is peaceful coexistence before, during and after general election. So what we did as Ruben FM, we organized a lot of community engagement forums which we worked with the youth from Mukuru, and we told them this is our land. We have to protect our land, we have to protect our jobs, we have to protect our businesses, and we are not going to do that if we are going to fight each other. So we made the youth see the essence of ensuring that there is a peaceful coexistence throughout the live talk show programs that we had, and also those community engagement forums.
Through its member councils and churches, FECCLAHA continues to equip the youth with skills development in peace building and conflict transformation, entrepreneurship and livelihood skills. This it does through peace initiatives and advocacy on platforms like the social media and the youth newsletter, and a joint collaboration with other like-minded stakeholders.
I do the peace of God. I'm a peacemaker.
The major aim of Peace Club in Kanjuchi is to create peace, as the name sounds, Peace Club, to create peace among the students, to create peace among the teachers, to make a good relationship between the students and the teachers. We've moved out to some other schools to promote Peace Club, and in that sharing we've had a lot to learn from each other.
Peace Club is one of the clubs in Kanjuchi Senior Secondary School. It was formed after we were trained by FECCLAHA in conjunction with the Uganda Joint Christian Council. When we formed it, we have been carrying out a number of activities and creating awareness of how to maintain peace in our community.
We get involved in various activities like the making of liquid soap. Why? To try to equip skills in these learners such that they can in future be in a position to sustain themselves.
Making peace is something good that we should learn. Peace starts with you as a human being, and then you spread it out to the rest of the people. Stay away from violence and promote peace.
Je réponds au nom de Aimé Siri Balibouno. Je suis présidente de l'OJCD, Organisation des jeunes chrétiens pour le développement, une organisation qui travaille à Goma, au Nord Kivu, en République démocratique du Congo. Une organisation qui a été créée par les jeunes depuis le 3 août 2011. Les jeunes qui avaient subi la formation de FECCLAHA au mois de juillet, en 2011 toujours, nous étions à Bukavu. La formation était sur la consolidation de la paix, transformation des conflits et l'observation des élections, parce que c'était pendant les élections en RDC.
I can see now there is peace at all within our society. There was some conflicts within our societies from Muslims and Christian youth. But we solve the problem peaceful through dialogue, through sitting together as one. So we have managed to solve the situation at all.
However, the Regional Youth Peace Program faces challenges of limited resources and the emergence of new trends related to the youth, such as radicalization and terrorism. FECCLAHA is grateful to DKA Austria for their great support in this initiative.
We take this opportunity to thank our donor, that's the DKA Austria team, because they fully funded the Youth Peace Program, which has touched lives, has changed a lot of young people, not only locally but across the region. So to us as FECCLAHA, what we have is just to thank you so much, and we look forward to actually working with you towards a better tomorrow.
The Fellowship of Christian Councils and Churches in the Great Lakes and Horn of Africa, FECCLAHA, has learned valuable lessons during the execution of the youth program. For example, the youth still remain a sleeping lion considering their untapped potential, and that peaceful transformation is a gradual process.